And you can show me how to refrain all my usual ways, and so I'm a brand new the light over this town is setting me on the way home to a place I do not wanna go, 'cause it wasn't with you. Now that you feel true, may I have this step? Well, it seems so. I thought I'd been on this walk. I always wait for the weekend.
How you doing, Axel?
Doing good, how are you?
Good. I think I brought you here last time already a few times, but
Yeah.
we'll make do. How's your trip to Austin?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been so good,
I heard your show was a highlight. Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, your EP First Fire is so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, talking of camera, man, I've been digging deep, and there's nothing better than an EP that has no filler. That listen to it, kind of the battery.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I love it.
One of those.
Yeah, thank you.
And as I was researching you, Axel, I couldn't help but notice the longevity you've had in this business. And that is something that I think, as we are more in this industry, it's more rare and more to be commended. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever look back and say, man, like I've been here for a minute and I'm still here?
Yeah, I think about it almost every day. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's in a way it feels like I'm comfortable, but it also feels like I'm hanging by a thread. It's like it feels like it could slip away at any point, but I feel like that's also just like an internal fear that it will probably never leave. It's like not taking it for granted type of thing. That's what I like. Yeah, a little bit, but it's still also just to help me appreciate it and not be too comfortable in a way. Like this, like the industry and being an artist in today's age is so it keeps changing. So you never get a chance to be comfortable in what you do, because there's always a new mystery on the horizon of what you need to do or what you need to pay attention to. So I think
way to look at this. I feel like more of our friends don't.
Yeah.
Did it always come to you that way? Or because I feel like, a lot of them are always like, oh man, I'm not where I should be.
Yeah. No, I guess that's that has been a lot of the years I was there, where I was maybe thinking more that I was trying to reach to somewhere that I never got to, but the more I do it, the more I'm kind of, it's inevitable. I think this feeling will never leave, and it's also a driving force, because if you've gotten to where you want to be, where are you heading then? Or like, where are you trying to go?
Yeah.
I think and getting comfortable with the fact that you're never where you want to be is also a part of it, I think, because you need to be ambitious and kind of excited, to grow, and so that's just part of it.
Not bad. Let me ask you about your music videos. I was chasing the night, but which is actually coming out that they were taping this, but there's so many of them. I feel like when I was looking at your videos, I was like, man, Axel makes me believe in videos again. Like, I feel like it's like a lost art, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think I've such a high love for music videos, and just how, like, for me, there's such an important factor in getting to know the visual side of an artist, or getting to know like how they would like to see. Like, it's such an important part of the music for me. Like, when I got to know musicians when I was younger, I dove deep and into their visual parts as well, the album covers, the single covers, every decision that the artists make, and the music videos are such a big part of that, and that it is a dying form is maybe, but I really appreciate it, so I want to keep going and keep doing it. Like, thanks.
It's obvious that cinematography is a big influence.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like, do you have like movies or something that like?
I think I wish I would have like a clever answer to it. Sure. It's more like a feeling than anything. Like, I feel like it's just such a movie. I think. I mean, the most obvious answer that comes to my mind that in my modern brain is the Wes Anderson feel of things, and that kind of and that perspective of capturing a theme within, and like, I'm such a big fan of it. And like, just get so inspired by every movie I see.
You do such a good job, man. Yeah. I want to, I mean, like, I'm like a huge like YouTube fan.
Yeah.
But they never got the video. I feel like,
Yeah.
It's almost like, dude, like, I don't want to see you. I'd rather just like see you guys in concert, listen to the song. But you really like do enhance. It's not easy to do.
No, thank you so much, man. So happy to hear.
Let me ask you about Brighton. Moving back to Brighton. What, 2 years since you moved back?
Oh.
To the UK?
No, I haven't lived in the UK.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So you're moving back?
Huh?
Okay, so you moved back to Iceland, right?
Yeah, I moved back to Iceland in 2019 from Brighton. I was in Brighton for half a year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, my bad. A little bit about the Icelandic kind of like musical world.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you are there, the Voice of Calais are there. It's an interesting, kind of like water there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I think that's it's something that I keep needing to kind of decipher, and it's something I need to kind of pick apart and think about a lot in interviews and talking to people that are so interested in the fact that there are so many musicians from Iceland and so many incredible artists, and I agree. I think it's just so easy to be artistic in Iceland. I think we have a lot of space. We have a lot of there's a lot of encouragement to be doing what you authentically want to do as an artist. I think that's like really encouraged. So I think it's at a very young age, I got that feeling, and I got kind of people around me, my like family, really pushed me to be myself in my art. So it was just such an open environment to become an artist. So it just felt like a really organic thing to do, and I don't think that's like that everywhere. No. I think there's like this pressure that you need to push through. Like, you need to kind of tell people that this is what you want to do, and that's like you need to be ready to do like compromise on it and stuff. But I feel like there's never been that wall for me. There's always been encouragement, and then when I started releasing music, it was always like, there's this artist from Iceland, and that's interesting, and that's an encouragement on its own as well, that people are interested in what you're doing just by the mere fact that you're from a place. It's free advertising in a way. So, and then if your music is good on top of that, it's kind of an extra point. So I think it's I think that motivates a lot of people, and it's just something that just keeps growing with every year.
I also have a theory. I have a theory that when you're from a place like Iceland or Norway or something, like I don't know, it's just like it's easier. Like the weather alone, I think it helps you out. Like I'm from Miami.
Yeah,
I feel like you couldn't have an Axel in Miami. It's too fucking beautiful. Yeah. People are just like, let's go to Ocean Drive. Like, you know what?
Yeah. I mean, I spend most of my days in my home, so there's not been there's like when I was a kid, my hometown is really like soccer, football focused, and I never been into sports in general, and kind of always was like, not for me. So there wasn't really anything like there's a really nice music education in my hometown, and always like from the first years it was very encouraged, like in a lot of schools, of course, but there's also I think the respect that you have for the interest of music is like you're organically interested in music, but then if you tell somebody you do something and then everybody's like, oh yeah, that's cool. But also in Húsavík, when I was a teenager, there wasn't a lot of people doing it. So I felt really unique doing music. So the only thing that I compared myself to.
Were you like the most popular guy in school?
No, not at all. But people were interested in the fact that I did music and I was so interested in music. And I think that really drove me as well to be more serious about it, because I could really feel it at like 12, 13 when I was in bands and I was making songs with my bands that but coming back to the weather, it was also because we needed to do something inside.
Sure.
There wasn't a lot of like outside things that you like. Yeah, sure, you could go snowboarding and all that, but it's still, yeah, I just really wanted to make a musical world.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, listen, you got a lot going on, so let me leave you with this.
Yeah.
I saw a great video of you where you talk about that you're getting to know your songs intimately.
Yeah.
You know, it's on your socials, and just say, hey, you know, this is new songs that are coming out. I'm getting to know them.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that?
I'm trying to remember.
If I was an artist,
Yeah.
it's about like a year old.
Okay.
You was like on your Instagram,
Yeah.
and you were just talking to your followers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just feel like if I was an artist, like you actually, and I had a great set, I would just want to fucking release it the next day. What is this like getting to know it in time?
Oh yeah. Well,
Like I just thought like, I just think that you were talking about like I have this ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Interesting, man.
Yeah. I think that's the. You know, when. I think it's also something that has evolved with the fact that we release singles before we release an album. It's like now it's like a template that I go through. Not the first time that I go through it. It's like 4 or 5 singles, then it's the album. So every song has its own kind of presence until the album comes out. But when I write the album. So it's like the unit. Yeah. So I need to pick the songs from the unit to be like, oh yeah, but I'm presenting this to you as a product on its own without its counterpart. It kind of feels like I have to get to know the songs on their own as well, and then pick them. Yeah, and pick them apart. And I kind of need to sell you as like a possible new fan why you should listen to this. Okay. And that's such an interesting, weird little project on its own, you know. And I think getting to know the songs intimately is also like, when I'm playing them alone, performing these songs for the first time, it's like a complete different experience than when I'm writing them in my studio. So I need to, I'm writing the songs and then I need to kind of look in the mirror and get to know the songs before I can perform them and be like, this is the song. Yeah. So I think it's like the process. And I think I love the fact that I'm always learning something new from doing it as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's so fun. I mean, we're so glad we got to connect, man.
Yeah.
We have a Nashville champion. Hope you make it to Music City soon.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, man. And we can't wait for the
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here for the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from J-Rod Concert Media.